years later, they could give it back to me. Technology is moving too slow, waiting patiently. Shit.
It is after 5, yet before 7, and Beans is on the phone during the podcast. Lousy son of a biscuit.
Beans on the phone scene.
After 5, yet before 7 on a Sunday, so you know where we at. We are at the Hustle Different Podcast.
Hey.
And it's your boy Gray Dave, a.k.a. everybody's favorite caramel, however you say it. Homie, and Shante, she everybody light skinned homie now. So
however, I am sitting in Cujo's seat, so in honor of Cujo, ding ding, boing. With that being said,
everybody, we gotta give a with that being said for Cujo. Now.
With that being said,
that was for you, Cujo.
We miss you.
All right, sitting down the road from me today, my guy Jay Ali in the building. Sitting across from me aka Jay. This story. Only reason I've been calling him Jay Ali because he has been on his. He don't go about his story and outside of the podcast. Not saying that's a bad thing. He wears many hats. Today he got on the PGA Tour, and that's fly, bro. I gotta give you that one. That's fly. I like that. And sitting across from me is Shante, and the rhymes are deaf. Of course, in the building. And then, and always, my dog, my partner, Beans on the MFN scene. What's up, my guy? What's happening? And today, we have a young lady. I don't care to check, make sure she was young. Young lady here today. You came with Shante, so I had to double check. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Light skin and bougie.
What? And then we fight like us light skin bougie girls.
Okay, I was just saying.
She had Puerto Rican. She will put it down.
You gotta blame. Hey, is anybody free? Right?
Hold on.
I have not said
security,
a single word
security.
yet.
Was she frisked for anything before she came?
Don't play.
Okay.
She got that heart around her neck just like a razor.
Here. Got Miss Alicia McGee in the building. Let's give her a warm.
Alicia, not Alicia.
Are you
Alicia
Alicia.
I apologize.
Alicia.
Because all I got was the message.
Because I'm going to introduce her.
Go ahead.
Sir.
Are you any kin of Willie McGee?
No, but he keeps coming up on shit for me.
He does.
He does. When they like run for
Can we get free shit?
And stuff,
Can we get free shit?
they be like, "Who is Willie?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Shit, that's
Hold
your
on, Willie might get you a better rate.
Right, we fight girls. No, we fight girls.
Who fight girl?
Hey, my partner here, we'll fight you.
I thought him in kindergarten. Did he tell you that?
Okay. Did I not bring that up? Did I not bring that up yesterday in school? All right. But Miss Alicia.
Miss Alicia McGee, entrepreneur.
Well, look, you know what?
Entrepreneur.
You want to
Kin to Willie McGee.
No, we ain't got to trade seats. I can say it from over here. I can say it from over here.
Say it, don't spread.
She is a phenomenal engineer, entrepreneur, day trader. She do it all. Look, she has a line, Best Bougie Life. And I don't know if you saw her shirt, Black and Bougie. She has a clothing line, Best Bougie Life. She's an engineer by trade. Spent 20 years with the Boeing company, so she rich. She also does real estate investing, not just in St. Louis, but also in different states. She'll tell you about that. And when she's not being an introvert, because she's an introverted introvert, I mean, like, this is all the people and she probably gonna do this week. When she's not doing that, she's hanging out with me, and we are like working on a half-ass YouTube channel called Drink Black Bottles, where we drink black-owned liquors, get drunk, talk shit. It's the most fun you ever want to see.
Damn, I like that.
So look us up on YouTube, Drink Black Bottles. It is awesomely fun.
See, we are fighting that.
Just slip that in.
We are fighting this. We are fighting that.
Yeah, but because it's on me. I need a millennial because I need somebody to do my editing. Anybody out there, I'll pay. We have so much content that we haven't put out yet.
I actually
and I need
met a guy
somebody
today.
to,
I was with Dave Moore.
to do it.
I was with Dave Moore, and he
You
had
told
his
me
camera
about
guy.
Dave. Okay, we got to do something. Anyway, so she does it all, and we go out and we also find phenomenal restaurants to eat at. We're going to go to one after we leave here. So, black owned preferably. We ain't decided yet. We started a whole Google list. It's like 52 places.
Because I'm going to come in there and dine and dash with y'all.
I ain't did that since Calico's was over.
Hey, look, she ain't saying
Shout out to
no.
my brother.
She start thinking about, I ain't did that shit.
No, you know these newbies, the technology. No, I ain't gonna dine and dash no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm saying,
I got a
y'all-
reputation.
Y'all got me. I got you next time I see y'all. All right. Okay, man, I
Whatever.
appreciate it.
Anyway, Alicia, is there anything you want to tell us about yourself other than she's fly and beautiful and awesome and fun and terrific?
Hey, you can go ahead and bounce. You can just get your whole thing.
I mean,
No,
that's
I'm
it.
just-
That's it. That's all there is to say.
With that
Come on
being
with it.
said,
With that being said,
with that being said,
right.
Jay?
So, as far as she just said all this, okay, I'm gonna let you. Okay, she just overloaded us with a lot.
she's a lot.
So,
Word.
I'm gonna let her ask you the questions, and we're gonna sit back.
No, ask her anything.
No. Let me. Here, why don't you, can you start the interview? While I get my live on?
Absolutely. So,
there we go.
I've never met anybody so excited to just be an entrepreneur. And let me say this too, since I got the floor.
See,
In
tripped.
being her friend, you know, she challenges you to do better, to be better. She claims she claims I have like 9 streams of
Oh
income.
no, we counted. It was at least 21.
Streams of income, ways to make
Word.
money, and like she believes like in these different ways to make money. You can make money doing this, doing that. So she's really pushed me. And actually, we were having brunch when we went to this store and got that book, Big Fucking Plans. And that's how I started So What? It's just like chilling with her, and we're talking about what we want to do and quitting our jobs and doing big things. And so she kind of like was the spark in So What, as a matter of fact, too.
Word.
So
Okay,
bought the
okay.
book and we ran through it. She was one of the first people to taste it and test it and give great ideas and that sort of thing. Yes. So anyway, outside of your career at Boeing, tell us about your trading business or trading. Tell us what you do. Oh, I'm sorry. She has a YouTube channel where she day trades. She teaches trading too, curls and candlesticks. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. So I am a trader. I day trade futures. I swing trade options.
I don't know what nothing that means.
Yeah, can you break that
Not right
down?
What can you do with $100?
Because she's
Living like a dope
You're gonna have to get as much out before she start up again. So I want you to. Can you break that down into layman's terms for those who don't know anything about day trading, but know what day trading? Maybe think they know what day trading is.
I don't really know where to start.
Well,
So
just like
I-
just a little overview for just if you were explaining to someone, just like basically this is what it is.
So with are you familiar with investing?
Yes.
You're familiar with the stock market?
Yeah.
So all it is really just different time frames, right? So if you invest, it's usually long term. It's something that you want to have and hold forever, and you're not gonna see that money until you're old or retired. But day trading is really you're getting in and out of stuff on the same day. Like when I talk about swing trading, that's at least overnight, right? Most of the time it's a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, depending on what it is. But there is so many different ways to make money in the stock market that we weren't taught. And information is out there. Like the internet made everything, it brought everything to us.
Okay.
Especially since Corona, everybody got a class. Everybody got a class. And there's so much, you can go to YouTube University and find out all these things. But the stock market isn't what it was for our parents. Like our parents had to have tens of thousands of dollars, and they had to go to a brokerage, and you had to have a financial planner. You don't have to do all of that. You can open up your account online. You can start with $50. Like you don't need all of that anymore. And they teach you online because the brokerages want you to trade. Like that's how they make their money. So they're going to give you all the information. They need you to be successful because if you're not successful, you're going to quit. And then they don't make any money.
Don't that sound like some modern day legalized drug dealing?
So Alicia,
Flipping money.
So Alicia,
Word.
if I could ask you which one is more riskier, futures or options, or is it an equal risk or?
It really just depends on your risk appetite. Some people are
High risk.
some people are easier with bigger risks. Some people are risk avert. You know, like some people just need to put some money up and not look at it and invest. But it just depends on what you're trying to do as well. The thing about like what options and futures is you can use leverage. So instead of like if you're trying to buy shares, like if something goes up 25 cents and you bought one share, you only get that 25 cents.
Yeah.
But when you get into futures and options, if something goes up 25 cents, your option could go up like $100. You know, and like with futures, if something goes up 25 cents, like a tick is worth, depending on what you trade, it could be worth between $12 and $50.
Okay. So for our viewers that may be interested in interjecting themselves in the stock market, what are, and if they did decide that they wanted to use an investment house or a brokerage or a financial planner, what are 3 important questions and things that they need to understand before they go into this venture? Like as far as asking the questions, 3.
The thing about trading, like when you get out of investing and you get into trading, you have to look at who you are as a person. Because however your life is, that's going to show up in your trading. If you are impatient, that's going to show up in your trading. If you are all over the place, if you don't plan, if you scatterbrain, that's going to show up in your trading. So if you're a person that like high anxiety and you can't deal with stress, then day trading is not for you. You know, but if you're impatient, then yeah, day trading, getting in and out, that may be your thing. So you really have to figure out what kind of person you are to figure out what kind of trader you want to be.
And that's equal for the investor as well. For the person that's investing, they need to understand those principles.
For investing, I feel like everyone needs to be invested. Everyone. Because at some point, you're going to need money as an older person. At some point, you're not going to get a paycheck. So you have to set up your future self for success. And the only way to do that is to start planning now. Like we get 401ks with our job. And we get other kind of tax benefit accounts like HSAs. But you also can open up like IRAs, and even for entrepreneurs, you can open up like SEP IRAs, and are there all these different kind of accounts where you can set up money for your future self. Because trading is not for everybody, and I would never be like everybody needs to trade. Like you really, if you're not interested, then don't do it because you can lose a ton of money.
It's a gamble.
Yeah,
I'm not a gambler.
It's gambling. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just saying it's gamble. It's a gamble. People who like to gamble are more probably your people who lean more towards the trading, and then you have your people who think that they're smart, like you know, like it's a system that they can beat. You have a lot of people that probably lose money that way, not knowing that it's not really. It's like a roll of the dice. It's just like you can't, you know, a commercial. I'm gonna use Peloton as an example. Peloton went away quick, you know, super quick because something happened on one of their commercials or something like that. Over a commercial. And it hurt their stocks to the point where they straight like had to start all over again down there. You know what I mean? Because remember Christmas? That's how you see them Peloton commercials and the people in the apartments and the dude below. Went away. When was the last time you saw anything about Peloton?
Right.
Think about it. I'm just using that as an example. I'm just saying, so people who invested in Peloton at that time may have lost. I'm just saying that it's a risk. That's all I'm saying. It's a gamble. It's like shooting dice.
Yeah, and you got to understand like how the thing works. I am so impatient, and I don't have the bandwidth to do it. I'll be begging her to let me give you the money, but I don't have the bandwidth for it. But she does teach a class, because on the little tick marks are candlesticks, and it's a lot going on because she has all these screens all like this, and it's too much for me. So tell them about where they can find your classes to at least show them how to read stuff and get their life together. What is the YouTube channel on that?
Curls and Candlesticks.
Curls.
YouTube channel. I think I abandoned that a while ago. I don't have an actual class out there though. I haven't done a class in a while.
What do you have out there? I saw it. Teaching them what the
Basically,
candlesticks do and what it means.
yeah, basically how to use Thinkorswim is what's on there. Because the thing, like when you go to trade, like you have to use a platform. And it's like learning another language. And the thing that you can't let catch you up is you don't know how to use the software.
That'd be me.
Technology setbacks can definitely hinder whatever you're trying to do if you don't understand or you have a break in the technology. If we could real quick, let's we switch gears just real quick. Let's go back to North Carolina A&T.
All right. How you know that?
The historian in the building. The historian in the building. That's what he does.
What prompted you to make that decision to choose that as a institution of higher learning? If you just real high level.
I went to North Carolina A&T for grad school.
Okay.
I actually spent my freshman year at Tuskegee.
Oh, Alabama. Okay.
Yes. And Hurricane Opal came through. And there was no power. There was no water. There was no phone. Like, we were cut off for everything. And I was in the middle of Alabama. And I was like, nope.
Did I mention she was bougie? Okay.
Yeah. So, at that point, I transferred to Michigan State for undergrad. But going to a HBCU and then going to a predominantly white institution is like night and day. Like, HBCUs are invested in their students. They're invested in their success. They want you to graduate. They need you to graduate, right? They need the numbers. Predominantly white institutions do not care if you graduate. You're just another person.
Paying money.
Yeah. They're going to get their tuition. You graduate or not, the next person is still going to come. But right. HBCUs, like, when you go there, your professor notices when you don't show up for class, right? You just another seat at a white school. So when I struggled through Michigan State, I really did. And when I was ready to go to grad school, I wanted a different experience. You know, I'm a grown-up now, and I wanted somebody to notice when I wasn't there. I wanted somebody to help me through that process. So, and North Carolina A&T is an excellent engineering school. And then North Carolina is like, you know, it's mild weather and
the food is delicious.
So there's some of the relationships that you were able to build at North Carolina A&T. Do some of those relationships still hold prevalence in your life now? Like the networking system, did it continue to work for you in your endeavors, like working for various companies that you work for, and even today in your?
Another thing about when you go to HBCUs, like, even if you didn't know that person while you were there, like, I've had people walk up to me and be like, hey, I saw on your page you graduated from A&T. I was there, and it would be a completely different year. Like, there's no way that we would have even crossed, but there's always that bond because you were at an HBCU.
Okay.
Word. So it's good for us to go to.
It's a message, viewers. Invest in your HBCU.
Hey, please go to one. And then she moved on to real estate investing. And then she went on to that. Tell us about your real estate investing ventures in St. Louis and abroad.
My real estate investing adventures actually started with a conversation with Shante. We randomly went out to lunch.
The Drunken Fish.
Yeah, we went to Drunken Fish.
We go to great places.
And my son was he gone? Either he had left for school or he was, gone to school.
Our kids grew up together, by the way.
My dog died,
Oh, wow.
So I'm in this house.
My dog is her dog.
Myself.
My dog had her dog.
Yeah. So I'm in this house by myself. I'm using like two rooms in the whole house. And I was like, I really want to buy a 2-family and house hack. I'm tired of paying mortgage. But I don't want to sell my house.
What was that term you just used?
Tell them what house hacking is.
House, yeah.
Yes.
I didn't mean to cut you. I didn't understand what you said. House hack. Okay.
So we can go back to that.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I just want a house hack. I don't want to pay mortgage anymore. And she said, oh, we're trying to move back to North County. I would totally rent your house.
Sure did.
And that was the beginning.
Sure did.
Yep.
Because husband, when we left North County to go to Kirkwood, so our kids, our sons were in high school, and Riverview Gardens was just not the place. And so husband went and rented an apartment and took the boys there, and we were kind of going back and forth because I was still elected. And I was like, fuck this, I'm moving. So I went to Kirkwood, but I hated it. I wanted to come back to North County, and he didn't. And so we rented out our house that we have now, we've always had. And he didn't want to go back. He was like, I don't want to go back to that neighborhood. I don't want to be there. I'm gonna kill somebody. You know, it's changed since you're not there. And I was like, husband, you willing to come to Lindbergh? It was a whole, like, me and him was on the fence because I could not live out there anymore. And yeah, it was just having that conversation over wine and sushi. I was like, oh hell yeah. So then she got her 2-family, and we went in
And out
and
as I go from there.
painted the walls and got it together. So tell them about house hacking, because it's the coolest thing and we should always be doing it.
Yes. So we're taught, the American dream, you got to get a house, but we really should be trying to get 2 families and 4 families. Because if you live in one unit, then your tenants can pay.
For your mortgage.
Yeah, your tenants pay for the mortgage. And it covers the whole building.
Yep.
And then you have income, and then you have credit, and then you can use that to get other things.
And she has another 2 families. Is it 2 family or 4
Yeah,
family?
just 2 family.
Oh, yeah, on the south side.
I think all together now I have 3 2 families and the single family house.
All right.
Ding, ding,
And
boing.
Is it also an opportunity to kind of create passive income in a sense?
So people say real estate is passive income. I say it's semi-passive because when you're dealing with tenants, there's always not always, but
It
there's
is
More than
always
not.
some
there's
issues.
stuff. I mean, like
She an
I have,
You
introvert.
have your
Remember.
good years. You have your
I mean-
You have
bad
your
years.
good payers and your bad payers.
Yes, you have that, and I have a property manager, but like sometimes I have to stay on them. Cause I was like, didn't we talk about this last month? Like, why are y'all still emailing me? Why is it not done?
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 family I live in now, I actually turned the unit downstairs into an Airbnb.
Okay.
And everybody online makes it seem like, oh, you just furnish it and put it on Airbnb and wait for the
Lord.
money to roll in. That is not how it works at all.
That's what they say about Turo.
Yeah, it's not how it works at all. But I finally got it figured out. There's somebody there now. They there for the week, living their best life. So, it's now that I've figured it out, it's going good.
Okay.
Except
do you
that
let
one
them know
time.
Do you let them know that you're the owner?
I was about to say, except
do
that
not.
one time.
Right.
I do not.
She lives up. No,
Yeah.
she doesn't. She got her own company. And then they threw a party.
Man, these little kids came in.
Y'all sure was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
Oh, and I was like, man, like I was ready to just shut the whole thing down. So I'm just gonna go back to long-term tenants. So these little girls came, and then what's so bad is the woman that booked it. She was like, oh, we had a death in the family. We're coming in to visit
From
family.
Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta. Old lady.
Red flag.
And she was like, it's gonna be me and my granddaughters. So the granddaughters get there first. And, they got the code and stuff, and they get in there. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the granddaughters actually live here, and they're just staying with their grandma while she's here. Grandmother never shows up. And then all of a sudden, because I have alarms on all the doors.
And
so
cameras.
my phone goes off when the doors are opening. So all of a sudden, the back door just open and close, open and close. And I'm upstairs, so I go look out the back window, and it's just little boys. Walking through the back. They have sent these little boys, and I don't even know how they scoped out how to get there because I'm not on the end. So they parking on the side street, walking through the little empty space, coming through the fence. Because my neighbor, we all have fences. So they know what fence to go in and everything. And they just coming through, just boys. Then after so many hours, they got so bold, now they coming through the front door. I'm on the phone with Airbnb and the police, and I'm like, we got to do something. And my son is at work, and he's texting me. He was like, Mama.
Because she's an introvert. She don't
Put
want to go down
them
and say
out.
something. I'd have kicked the door in.
Yeah, he
course.
texted me. He's like, Mama, you got to put them out. And I was like, well, I called the police. And he was like, you need me to come home? So he finally came, and we went down there, and he just opened the door, and I guess they're thinking, because he's 22. So they're thinking he's there for the party. They're like, come on in. He's like, man, nah, y'all gotta go. So we had to put all these kids out, and they was drunk and high
And the woman the old lady never
They
showed
never-
up.
the
She
one
kept
that
saying, I'm on my way. I'm finna be
So
there.
I'm texting
I
her,
told
I'm
them
sending
they
her
gotta
messages
leave.
on the app the whole time, because I gotta have proof. Hey, ma'am, your granddaughters are here throwing a party. I'm gonna have to contact Airbnb and the police. Oh, well, I didn't know they was doing that. I'm almost there. I'll take care of it. Ma'am, I just saw 7 little boys come through my back door. That's their brothers. They got 7 brothers.
Whoa.
It was so much. It was hilarious.
I mean, and she's messaging me the whole time. Like, Airbnb had to cancel the reservation. And they're like, well, call the police back and tell them that the reservation is canceled, because now
They
they're
never
trespassing.
How you
They
know?
never came.
How you
Well,
know?
let's be on
Dang,
some
I'm
bullshit.
living
You got
Her and the pistol
you
came
gotta
downstairs.
you gotta tell them it's somebody being held
crime
hostage.
being
or
committed.
have
Yeah.
something for them to
Serious
do.
crime for them.
Yeah.
And
to
I'm
wanna come
telling,
out.
I was like, I live upstairs. I don't feel safe.
But see,
Never came.
that really could have got out of hand and had them little young guys.
Absolutely. And that's what I was
down.
telling her. That's what I was
'Cause
telling her.
we
You
had
got to
a,
put them out.
They threw a party for my little cousin's graduation, man, and they was having a ball, and like 5 or 6 young thugs coming there with mask on, pistols. I'm like, oh. And you know what I'm saying? That could have got ugly. And y'all called the police and they never showed. Then what they say, them something would happen. You know what I mean?
And she had to fire off that pistol we be going to shoot with. We go to target
Man,
practice
but
too.
you talking about a pistol. These guys ain't got
Yeah, they-
pistols.
Man,
And they match
they
their
got
clothes.
Drake.
Drapes,
You guys gonna make you
ARPs,
damn.
everything.
Yeah, I learned the
Make
new
your
lingo,
Harlem
the
shake.
Dracos and stuff. You taught me that. You taught
ARP,
me
Look at
that.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, straight. You learned about that. You learned about that.
I
Okay,
did, I
okay.
did.
Learned about a Daco?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
man,
said
that's
that.
bad.
Now, that being said,
Everything.
tell us about the ones you had, the properties you have outside, and how you acquired the ones outside of here, St. Louis. She just be going all out of town buying people shit.
So I had, well, I'm not going to say recently. So I've gotten into tax sales. And if you're not familiar with that, basically it doesn't matter if you own your house outright. You still have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
If you fail to pay those taxes,
I
People
can
like
scoop
her.
it up.
yes,
People
the county
like her.
will scoop it up.
Scoop it up.
So when you're looking at places like St. Louis, Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, like these cities that are now being gentrified that traditionally have all these abandoned properties, they really snatching those properties up now, trying to sell them. Like, I don't know if you guys have been through Vandevender. They tearing that down. They rebuilding it from scratch.
Yeah, but they not building. They building little plywood homes. No bricks.
Ain't got nothing to do with you
Hey,
selling that
yeah,
property
hey,
for a
that's
whole lot of
right.
money.
That ain't my problem.
That's their money, though, Vino. That's their
I
money.
understand that, but
That's
I
their
mean, they
money.
getting more money
Yeah.
for a house that it ain't worth what they trying to get for.
Oh no, that's the
No,
market.
we was. I was with Dave. Like I said, I was with Dave earlier. We was talking about them container homes. He was like, he
Man, them
found
funky.
he found a dope container home already. Windows cut out, the thermal installation, everything.
Just
The
gotta
bathroom
plant
is
that
Smart
bitch.
room,
It's in
smart house.
20 grand. I mean,
Wow.
done. I'm talking like literally, like done.
How many-
All
how many-
season,
How many
everything.
containers?
It's just one. 20, but you gotta understand, this mug is decked
It's
out
big.
like it's like a loft apartment. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's how it's set up on the inside. 20 grand. He was like, you can take that, find you 3 or 4 acres,
Yeah.
put that on
You
the
don't
land.
need
Or
that
less,
much.
yeah.
But see, he
Here,
wanted it. He wanted it. I mean, we just. I know. I get what you're saying, but that
land.
just said he was saying
He
3 or
just
4
wants
acres
some
and
land.
put more than one. He was saying like get a few of those, put those out there, do
to
them
a
as
subdivision.
yep, and
container
rent them out
division.
or do whatever with that. He was like, dude, that's amazing income. You know what I'm saying? Because you can actually put as many as you want to on the land. And another thing, like I tell you about Yolanda. I don't know if you remember Yolanda. She went and bought 5 RVs when it was when the hurricane in Houston hit. And FEMA paid her $2,500 a month for all her
To house
trailers
people.
per month just for displaced
house,
families. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? $2,500. So now she went and bought a fleet. These the small, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The small
yeah, yeah.
little, you know, we're at at least three beds, and she makes a killer because all she do is anytime it's a disaster,
She have them
she
driven
truck
over
them
there?
up there. Yeah, she truck them
Really?
up there, and make all bread,
I ain't never-
all bread. Like
And see, that's
super bread.
That's what visionaries and entrepreneurs and even engineers. That's what they find a complex problem and they figure out a solution for it. Like they actually go out looking for problems. You know what I'm saying? And if you're able to figure out a solution for it, that's what makes you exceptional. Especially like this going back into the engineering aspect of it. These are individuals that solve complex issues, problems, and come up with solutions and greater outcomes on a daily basis. And it's not
Tell
easy.
them what you
but-
did before. The last project you worked on. This shit was so fucking fascinating to me. The Disney, the pilotless planes. No, this at Boeing. They had like this whole project. What?
Don't be doing that.
Don't do it.
That Porky Pig stuff, man. Don't be
What are
doing
you talking about?
all
You know what?
that. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I thought you were DJ.
You know what? Today I told you I got vertigo and I'm trying. I'm beginning.
This light skin on light skin crime today. Light skin on light skin crime.
You know I got brain issues. You know
on.
what?
Let
That's
me
kind
see
of
you.
fucked
Let
up.
me
No.
see you.
That
She was like, you'll be Devin Booker. So
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Anyway, globally, like what it was. It was so cool.
You light skin too. Don't be trying to act like you ain't light skin.
I didn't say I wasn't.
She high yellow.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, see, because what's gonna happen is after you get through talking all this serious stuff, we're gonna get you to laugh and we're
Yeah,
talk about
we
all
solving
the other
complex
stuff.
problems right now. Tell them about that complex
go
problem
ahead,
because
do
it was
that.
fun
Go
as
ahead,
shit.
do that.
I
Go
kept
ahead,
going,
do
what
that.
happened? What happened?
With the Disney and the
This was my favorite job.
You know what? No
I
Boeing
feel
for
like
you,
y'all-
sir. No Boeing for you, sir.
So,
You just gotta keep talking. Don't worry,
Yeah.
we just do this stuff.
I was doing feasibility studies on unmanned taxis.
Airplane taxis.
Whoa.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Man.
So what the airplane taxi did? It pick you up from the airport. And
Yes.
Yeah, so it was either the studies we were doing were either it was going to be like an Uber, like it comes to your house, or should it be more like a scheduled bus service?
some Jetsons type shit, wasn't it?
Yes.
I told you, shit was so fun.
They ghost riding the whip for
The
real.
automated
boy. That's
vehicles, that's the way it go. Yeah, I see them Domino's things went away though, because they was straight just taking them.
Yeah.
you talking about the little
Them
joint?
hop on them.
They had the GPS, they send it to your house with it heated and had the hot piece in there. They was just
I have
taking the
never
whole
seen one in
Domino's
person. Have you
No, well, it came and went.
Shit.
Like them, what was them bikes?
Them little green bikes, them little green
Line bikes,
things.
line
Line
bikes.
bikes.
Come on, man. You can't bring
No
none of
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis, man. You can't bring none.
Hey, Hoods was taking them and saying, these are ours. man.
Right, right.
Come
Hell
and get
no.
it from over here if you want to.
Over there, you was scrapping them for what? Get about $3. You know what I'm saying? You risking your life for $3.
These were airplane taxis.
But
Take
it was a
people to
picture I
Disney World.
posted, and the dude had a garage full of them.
I saw that.
Remember that? They had a garage stacked. Those ones stacked up to the top. They took them bikes. And the only reason they don't take the scooters because they feel like, after there's no way to recharge it for them at that point.
Right.
The bikes had pedal on there too, because so they could still at least ride the bike. It wasn't always electric. But St.
Well,
Louis,
your
though, that's what
cousins.
we do.
That's what we do.
That's
what we do. We still tires off bikes.
Figure it out.
Come on,
We
what you
figure it
talking
out. Right. Whole
Nothing
air
to do with
condi-
them. Nothing to do
whole
with
air
them.
conditioning unit be gone. Not from the outside.
Who carrying that shit? I always had that
seen
question.
it.
Like, how you pick the whole unit up?
They figured it
There's
out.
so many questions.
You said
I
Dave
don't know.
Chappelle,
this
I'm
is something I want you to
strong.
chime in on. What is your opinion on people stealing air conditioning?
Central air units.
What is your opinion on that?
Hey, remember back in the day, they used to take your whole air conditioner out your window.
They did. You said they did. I remember that.
The copper out the bill. Like, come on, somebody gotta pay for that. Like, don't do me like that.
Right.
People need to be future criminals. Like, you steal people air conditioners in the wintertime. they won't be as mad.
Ooh.
They won't be as mad.
You did smoke some reefer today. That
they
sounds
won't be
like
as mad though.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Or what
If
about
you came home, but this thing, if it was 100 degrees, you just
Did you
got
even
work.
notice? Did you even notice that your air
right,
conditioner
you
was
noticed.
missing?
Because it was
At
winter
10
time.
below zero. 10 below
Usually you got the
zero.
shade
Yeah, 'cause
down
the
over the
room
air
freezing
conditioner.
shit.
No, I'm saying if it's 10 below zero,
you
you,
had the
got the
blinds,
heat on,
and
and
the
the
blinds
blinds
covering
down
the
in the
air-
back,
yeah, they
you
covering the
won't
air
notice till you
conditioner.
get hot
Yeah,
that the air conditioner
shit.
gone.
Right.
Nah,
Think about it,
I'ma
man.
notice. I'ma notice when my shit is gone.
Damn right you gonna know. It's 10 below outside. You got the heat
There's a hole
on.
in my
And the heat
window,
running.
a hole in my wall, clip wires. I'ma notice when it's gone.
So you know it's a scratch on your car?
Yeah.
Yes, she does. She does. She knows. She's a
Okay.
Sagittarian. You know they know.
Yeah, man.
Well, see, it's two different sides
Oh
of
yeah,
Sagittarius.
you different. No,
'Cause I'm just worried about it.
That's
My
the
shit
anal
start.
retentive ones.
I be damn, I'm worried about a scratch.
I mean, I'ma notice
I be
it.
driving to see niggas like your whole bumper hanging off. I ain't even look. I'm just looking at my
That's
motherfucker
me.
Starting drove. Look.
See, I didn't notice that pole in the back.
Hey, that's, you gotta
He was
read-
gonna go to his grave and not tell nobody, and then you made fun of me. I hit the pole in the back. Long story.
She hit the pole.
The people was
and
smoking
rolled.
reefer. It was a
Jay-
lot of reefer, and it
did
was
Jay
around
tell
me. I
you-
don't know if I told you there was a cloud of weed.
Jay tell you he wanted to tuck and roll right here. Oh. He wanted to tuck and roll at the light. He ain't tell you. 'cause
All
he
I
was
felt
like-
was boom. I was like, shit, Cornell
Hey,
gonna
he hit
kill
it
me.
And Jay was like,
It didn't do nothing but scratch the
Jay,
motherfucker.
did you go like this?
He got out. He was such a gentleman. He jumped out and he went back there to look to make sure.
That's Jay for you, though. That's Jay.
I was like,
That's the
my
man that
daddy was a
tried-
cab
that's the
driver.
man that
I
tried
really
to
can
dessert.
drive.
Daddy hated it.
Oh man, that,
Thank you, and
I
that was
should've
so
never
beautiful.
did
That was so
man.
beautiful.
That's
He don't eat in
crazy.
front of
I don't
people.
even eat in front
He don't eat in
That's
front of people,
crazy,
but he
man.
Hey,
ate
you
on
put it in your
on the
mouth,
book
you
of
might as well
faces.
have
That
ate
was
it.
incredible.
Hold on, Vino.
Nah, I ain't
What you
eat it.
talking
Sure,
about?
eat
I
in
ain't
front of
eat.
people.
Nah.
He put it in
Like-
his mouth. He might as
At
well
all.
have
At
it.
all.
He done. Hey,
When we have
None-
quesadillas, he just
none-
take
no,
his.
Nobody probably ever seen
he
me.
looked
Y'all
like a
eat
new
food.
baby. Damn, he ain't know if he could put it in
I don't
there
eat.
fork
They
in his
eat.
mouth.
On a date?
So you just sit there
No,
with
I-
your
Drink
date
something.
Wait a minute, I didn't. Now
and
this,
watch her eat?
What,
For
to put it in
real?
the
Well,
mouth?
I don't watch
boy?
her. She
Yes,
just eat.
you
I don't
stupid.
eat.
I mean,
Pause.
you're not looking away.
so what happened if y'all move in together? Do y'all eat at the same time? I got some.
In that, because I be in my own environment, I probably
he
would.
be
I don't eat
chilling
in
in
public.
Right.
I didn't know
You
that.
know what?
public
We're going to
eating.
circle back to that later.
We're gonna take you to dinner with us
I
later.
did a video last. She forced me
He
into
did,
it.
and you
so-
did. What
but
was
I-
Hey,
it?
look, he was
It
like
good.
this, y'all. Look.
Why would you do such a thing?
You
You know,
spit?
Yeah, no.
The delicious
Hey.
food.
Yes, after the
After
video went
the
out.
video went out.
After the
Why?
video
Eat
went
and drink a 16.
Hey, what?
You can't eat and
out.
drink a 16.
Why y'all always
What
eating
does
it
that
out
mean?
there?
What does that even mean?
Nah, I don't eat. No, I don't though. I never have. It's only probably.
Shante, what you got
couple
over there
people
for us
ever
to
seen
eat
me do
tonight?
Wait,
I
we're
do
gonna circle
not.
back to that.
I have dessert. I have.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
eat dessert?
I do not. I don't eat dessert, and
No,
I
do
don't smoke
people-
reefer.
Shantae don't eat half
But wait a
the shit
minute.
she makes.
I don't eat half the shit I make.
But do people eat dessert?
You want to try one?
Wait a minute. I'm asking
People
you a
do
question.
eat dessert.
Okay, so I asked you what you had to eat, and you said nothing.
She got some dessert.
So I brought some
Hey, dog. Hey, dog, it's like that
infused
today.
dessert.
It's like that.
It is an app. It is an
Can't
queso
say what's
dessert.
none of her
It's
420
apple.
Stuff.
She got it.
I sold out the shit.
y'all
I
missed
couldn't
out on
believe
that.
she had some.
Don't.
Man, that was a good time.
She said she had.
She just told me
Let's do
today. Wait a minute, she just told me today. The other people told me like 3 days later. I'm like,
let's do
shit,
it.
ain't nobody give me no feedback.
Let's do it.
Man.
Let's do a recap of your 420 event. Queso.
Queso.
What?
Beans doing
Had a
good.
420 event.
I did.
You know what I'm
Limited
saying?
menu, and I
this
introduced
is-
some new shit. You didn't tell me if
See,
you like
I
the
love
new
how
items. Did you
professional
order
people
any
is.
of the new
Yeah.
items?
New
chicken
shit.
bacon ranch.
The chicken
New
bacon
shit.
ranch?
Listen, we was stealing it. My sister
You got
ordered
something
that,
twisted,
and we was
Frizzy?
stealing it off of her plate.
Really? Oh my
That
god!
was the
Homemade
ranch.
I was just
ranch.
asking 'cause
So
Yeah.
yes,
I'm feeling like that today.
we so I infused it and had between 25 and 35 milligrams THC, and nobody gave me feedback. But then they kept saying, "Well, I was on the couch stoned all day." You know,
that
and I'm
was
like,
the
"Damn, well, maybe
feedback
it's too
right
much."
there.
She just told me today. I'm like, "Oh
Listen,
shit, you been."
Sunday was a struggle. It was a struggle. We was eating it, so I don't know if y'all do edibles. So normally I can time edibles out. Like you eat it, it takes about an hour to kick in. Once it kick in, you got about 30 minutes. You can eat something else. Like you can time it.
No, I
We
told
had
y'all.
them quesadillas that was like 10 minutes.
Reminded me.
No, fuck that. You ain't have mine. Wait, I can't believe you disrespecting me. Them goddamn Rice Krispie. Oh shit. Rice Krispie
See?
treats.
That's what you get. See, sit shit.
You got up too quick.
Hey, that's her
Go over there.
vertebrae.
Stay down. Stay down.
This is my vertebrae. I hate you. I hate you. Listen,
Man,
y'all,
you
I'm
say
trying to
vertebrae.
see a neurologist
Try
soon.
some of this?
They ain't say vertebrae.
Was
Nah,
it
man,
delicious?
what you got on
Did you
there,
try
dude?
it? Are you
you got
high
over
a
there,
little
Dave?
bit?
Am I high?
Oh,
That was before you even got here.
Hey, Justin, order pizza.
Y'all want to find me one of those though.
Oh,
You
thank
ate
you.
some? You ate some of that? Dessert.
Yeah, it kind of looked like yours a little bit, kind of, sort of.
mine
Look,
got
yours
the
doing
thing.
something
Oh, I
else.
mean, I
Okay.
don't never put up the
It's
middle
okay.
finger.
I put up the middle finger all the time, too.
Our podcast is what we call
I do it all the time.
Put up the middle
No.
finger.
All the
don't curse
time.
That's a
Who don't cuss?
Really?
No, he
In this
doesn't.
group?
He's the
don't
wonderful one. He doesn't
I
curse.
don't curse at all.
He doesn't curse at all because he
so
thinks
many
it's some
questions.
bullshit.
Well, we gonna circle back to the eating thing. We really are.
Because we all different, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't. Eating is intimate to me. I don't eat in public.
Oh, and he has this.
Look at Ben.
He has these Thursday conversations about relationships and
Yeah.
such and the like. We had a whole well, we have a debate.
We had a good one
Hey,
last
male
week.
friends,
Last week
male
was dope.
friends. Yeah, it was. Huh?
You gonna have to stop that shit.
Don't put a bruise on me.
No,
Hit
we
me that
call this
damn
really-
hard. You know,
Wait, on
bruises.
Thursday?
Yeah, it's through
Hey,
stream.
when we
It's
go out
the-
to eat, he gonna have to eat.
So it's virtual.
Fuck
Like
all
it's
that.
We gonna pin him down
Yeah,
and shovel
smash-
food in his mouth
smash
like
hay
he's
and dirt
6
in
months
his
old.
Don't do that, cause she's serious. Don't
That was
do it
impressive
like
what you said. 'Cause, like,
You
it's a
damn
show
right he gonna have to
in
eat.
Detroit, Anton Daniels on the
Hey, we go out to eat, he gonna have to eat, damn it. Or we gonna,
We went out
That's
to-
what
we went to the
inspired
French
me to
fry
do
factory.
yeah,
it.
but now we gonna
It's
tie his
okay,
ass
he gonna
up
be
in the
all right.
shirt, you know what I mean?
We gonna feed him like. Was that your girlfriend?
We gonna smash tomatoes.
Was that your
in
girlfriend?
his
Just
mouth.
associate.
An associate.
Look at that.
Ooh, Jesus, I'm so sorry because you know I will bust a motherfucker out. I'm so sorry, y'all. I do.
Hey, man.
I was talking to her. I wasn't talking.
Over there?
Say what?
You got some chips
I
over
got some flaming hot fries in the car. You
I don't
want?
have no chips today.
there?
But you have to taste it. So it's a rum. It's cooked in a rum. The apples are cooked in a rum sauce. It's 100 proof rum
No,
that I
Tone
can't
is the
fucking find
connoisseur,
nowhere. I got
boy.
it in
Tone
Miami.
gonna find some.
then
And I got Dave
put
trying to
this-
send me
then
some.
Then put this with this.
You can dip it in. Why don't you just taste it first? You know, generally people before
probably
they dip
good, too.
take a
It
little
look like
bite,
it's
No,
and then you can. Well, go ahead and dip it. Go ahead.
Hey, Shante, dog.
Dunk your donut.
I feel like we having a moment. Maybe we should talk after this.
Hey,
Or we can box. I don't necessarily know what the fuck going on right now.
That's why I stayed away from it.
I got vertigo. If you
No,
hit me,
no,
you
no,
go in
that
jail.
was-
You
no.
going to
That day
jail.
you went to the soccer game, I'm just catching up.
You've been fucked up ever since then.
Yeah, you know, I had to catch up. I
Okay.
wore my Prince shirt that day.
You know what? I'm jealous. You
No,
know
y'all
that.
was talking about stealing stuff and stuff. Man, they gotta
Who
stop.
stealing
This is
stuff?
what's the worst thing. This
What
is
I
the worst
steal?
thing. We know we're talking about people stealing
Dine
stuff
and
and taking
dash?
stuff.
Oh.
This is the worst thing. Taking people's Prince decals off their vehicles.
Thank you,
Y'all
sir.
really need to
Thank
stop.
you, sir. Let's have this conversation.
What happened?
Man, listen, I don't know if y'all noticed. So on the back of my car, and people thought I was talking about like my tags. I don't give a fuck about them tags. I don't want to get them
what
from
She
you.
was so mad on her live.
So I have like Prince decals on the back of my car, right? So I had 3 across on the window. I got the Prince, and then I had 1 on each side. And so we went to Miami. I came back, and I know where the hell are my stickers. So the ones on the side, not the one in the middle. And then my sister had my car. She was like, well, maybe they stole it off the Sam's parking lot. Them motherfuckers, woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, shit. So about a week later, I pay for this shit. I cleaned it off, go to the store, boom, boom. Got me some new ones. They different. About a week, maybe a week or 2 later, they gone again. Like, no self-respecting Prince
You know
fan is
what?
going to steal shit off the window. And one of them, they ripped it and it was tore up. Like, pieces was on there.
I'm finna
Because
tell you.
these are, like, outside decals.
Your husband did it. He's jealous.
Oh, no, he did not.
Probably some Michael Jackson
No,
fans.
he did not. She
Some
know
Michael
him.
Jackson fans did.
That's what I was thinking. so now I have narrowed it down because now I'm furious. And now I cleaned it off again. I go to the car wash and I clean it off. I'm at home. I put them on. I have a garage. I went from garage to the garage at the job. Worked all day. Went from home to the garage at the job. Go get up. Open up my garage to go to work. They missing. Somebody in the damn parking garage in St. Louis County is stealing my damn stickers. And I've pretty much think I know who
know who
it
it
is.
is.
Because,
Oh, they fucking with you.
that you know they fucking with me. You know why they fucking with me.
That's personal. They fucking with you. If
Why?
it's your job, they fucking with you.
I have-
They
I
know
have-
who car it is.
They know everybody
But see,
knows whose car
why?
it is. And I park near highfalutins, the county executive and
Why?
his staff and council members and I.
That's who it is.
Well, put a camera
believe
back
it.
there. Put a camera back
No,
there.
I
Go
ordered
get
a
the
360 camera. I just need me if somebody put it in. I got. I ordered 360.
Why?
Now we on principalities. Right now we on
camera. Why they
principalities.
messing with you though?
I'm not the most likable motherfucker in politics. Let me just
Say
say
it,
that.
man.
Because I believe in doing right by people. You believe in doing
Right.
right by whatever the fuck you got going on, and whatever I got going on, what the fuck you got going on ain't the same thing. And I make it very known that that is the case. And so, what?
Hey, you need to put a camera up so you can see.
I am
who's
such a
stealing
fucking
your
lady.
shit,
Such a
yo.
fucking.
I already put it. I'm
Man,
about
such
to
a
install it.
Bloody.
That's why
And
we
I
love
fight.
that.
You gotta get one of those little cameras and put it over.
No,
on the
they.
other
It's
side
a
of the
360
garage.
camera
I know
apparently,
what you're saying.
and it put a bubble over
hey,
your
you not
whole
here to
car.
You just put it over
You're not here to
on the other
watch, you're
side
here
of the
to
garage where you
engage.
can see your
Listen,
car.
What's
this is
interesting?
entertaining.
Cornell said you need to park in your own parking space because my parking spot is with the commoners. I don't fucking park near the commoners.
The commoners.
You need to park in your own
Whoa,
space
man.
and then back in.
Now, with
I'm
that
not backing
being
in.
said-
I'm parking in here with these highfalutin motherfuckers. And if y'all want to keep playing with me,
With that
They
being
know me.
said, she using big words.
that
Maggie,
being
You want to
said,
park your car by the bougie people, so when
She
people
wanna
come
be
to
by
steal
the
stuff,
commoners.
I
they
parked my
won't
car
mess with you.
there because it's closer to the door. I don't want to walk that far.
The Meghan Markles.
You know
the
her
commoners.
vertebrae be going out on her.
Okay, what is in this thing?
So
Besides weed.
there's a 100 proof rum.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it. Apples, some cinnamon and nutmeg and brown sugar and I think that's it. And reefer.
She said
Said
reefer.
that twice.
Now, and I made it in small containers
said
because
reefer.
it is like between 20 and 35% THC.
In this?
You go in both.
So you
That's
got
the sauce it
70.
was
You done
cooked
got-
in.
you done got
Don't
another
eat
one.
that. Don't eat a second one, please, sir.
Man, eat it, dude. You a hide. You get
You-
high.
You gonna be on the side of the motherfucking road just looking,
you can-
hoping
you
Jesus will
can-
come
You
back.
know what it is.
I'll be down at Quick Trip Breakdance. What you talking about?
You know what? You know what? You know what?
What you talking about?
You know what Jay gonna be
talking
doing
about?
while you out there breakdancing?
What,
Getting
drinking
a
water?
16.
Fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, sir? Huh? What does
Nothing.
that
you know
mean?
You like getting the
You're
16?
not gonna talk- what's that mean?
Inside, it's a.
Y'all listen. Y'all can't keep bringing it up and not.
Yeah,
talk about
you
what
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
Oh, you can't. Hold on, see,
Hey,
this,
listen,
this
what
that
can
light
you do
skin
for-
stuff going
What
on
can you
right
do
now.
with $100?
See, she ain't no drug dealer.
With $100.
She can't do a
Hold on,
lot
wait,
with
wait,
$100.
now,
On day
rephrase
trade.
that.
What can you do for? Wait,
rephrase that.
what can you do for $100?
Rephrase
Ding
that.
ding,
No,
boing.
not
Rephrase
for.
that. You said it.
No.
That's why I
said
asked
with.
you. No,
Boing.
Hey, we
Say,
can rewind the tape.
look,
Watch
he
I
said
the
can
tape.
do a lot
No,
for
I said
$100.
Wait a minute.
Boing.
That's what
He
you
said,
said.
wait a minute. Let me
Said I can do a lot for $100.
You said that. It's live. The internet
You
is
know
forever.
what? Don't even worry about it. You ain't got $100 anyway.
Shit,
So
I got $100.
wait, you don't cheat though,
Where
bitch.
can
You
you
don't
do?
cheat.
Oh,
Remember?
well, damn, see, that's what she was talking about?
No, that's what we talking about.
You spelled it wrong. That's why you saying it wrong, because you spelled it wrong.
Hey,
He done wrote my.
and so on Drink Black
can
Bottles,
remember
when we
it.
introduce ourselves, I say, I'm Shante, and she says,
I'm Alicia, not
Alicia.
Alicia.
Now back to
and
that
this
$100.
is
Should've
Drink
been
Black
a
Bottles.
Yes.
It's
Okay, I
Alicia.
Alicia.
Back to that hot honey. What can you do with that hot honey?
I can do
She is
a
not a
lot
drug.
With a
She is
hot
not a
honey.
drug dealer, beans.
But so could you.
I'm talking
You
about
could do
today.
a lot
She
with
ain't,
a
if
hundred.
Or
she
you
don't,
gonna
if she
show me
take
how
your
to do it?
100 and flip it and not mine, we gonna fight. The friendship is over.
That's
Just
you
put
can-
your honey with it.
She bullshit. I got it. Okay, I'll put 100 with it. Boing.
So, what can we do with $100? I mean,
You can do a lot with a hundred.
well, how far can we take it in 2 weeks' time?
2 weeks.
125.
Yeah, you're not gonna make a
You
lot.
know
in
what?
2
I
weeks.
tripped because I should have been doing it a long time ago. Like when I had some money, I should just. This is what they do. They take $100,000, put it on there, buy some shit, sit back and wait for it to go. It go up $2, it go up 50 cents, if it go up a quarter. they getting like what, probably $1,000, $2,000 off a quarter raise, or $100,000 though, maybe more. You know what I mean? So I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Now you only got $100.
That's because we don't know.
We don't know. You don't know what you don't
Pop
know.
lock,
In
and
our
I done dropped it.
community,
He said, "I probably like that."
in my community, we don't talk about money.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's considered rude or crass. But you know what rich folks doing? They talking to their kids about money. They talking to their kids about building wealth.
Word.
We don't.
And then how to maximize and utilize it the right way. You know, in more of an owner mindset than just
Word.
being an employee. Yeah.
Right, because
Tony is a street champs. So a line of clothing that's pretty that's popular.
Man.
And he leveraging it
He
to
ain't
do other
gave me no
things.
clothes
Oh,
yet,
I
though.
just gotta get some more money so I can make some more.
healthcare. Tony, tell about your
Oh.
healthcare. The healthcare.
And he has a home health
care
care
too.
You
know
business.
You got any leads on that? I need like some clients.
For home health care?
Yeah.
You don't
I
know
don't
no
know.
old people.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about home health care.
You
See,
just know some people that need some assistance.
I was away from the table, but real quick, I say that a lot of the difference is that us as black people, we teach our kids about slavery.
Yep.
I don't think white people teach their kids about colonizing. You see what I mean? I
Hell
don't think
no.
that's even part of it. So I think that's why they're ahead of us on the scale. Because I ain't gonna say it's a waste
deep,
of time
man. That's
knowing
deep.
our history. I'm not saying that it's a waste of time for them to teach you, you know, what happened. But I think if they skip that part, they're always gonna be ahead of us. That part. You get what I'm saying? Just that
But
part.
if you
I don't think
notice-
nobody teaches their kids like, yeah, we enslaved black people back
But
in the
you
day.
notice-
And
Those
go
were
into
the
it.
days.
You get what I'm saying? And go through the.
you
They
gotta
do
get
now. They
everybody
do
like
now.
that.
That black people do with
No,
their
but
kids.
you gotta see what they doing, man. They
No,
keep
but you
moving
get
out.
what
They
I'm
keep
saying.
bringing these
Yeah, I
fucking
think that's
movies
why
out
that
about
curve-
slavery.
that's where the curve
like
came
to keep
from,
us,
because
to keep us
that percentage
trapped
that
in
we hold.
looking at the,
But we don't know what we don't know, and that's what she's talking about. Like we don't
No, I
know
was
nothing
just
about
saying,
other than keeping
I
a
was
job,
just
having a
interjecting on that
job.
part. I was
Michael
throwing
Jordan,
out, you know what I'm
Michael B.
saying?
Jordan. See, this is the thing. They keep coming out with all these movies that shows you about
I
slavery
ain't
to
seen
keep
one of them,
us
Jesus.
trapped.
I'm sorry.
But they coming out, Michael B. Jordan coming out with a movie to teach us about Mansa Musa. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The richest black king
Yeah.
in the world. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's what they need to start promoting and making films
Right,
of,
so-
to show us different, because we were the superior ones.
Still
But when
are.
it
Still
reset,
are.
when,
You know?
you know what I'm saying, it's building up to a reset.
Yeah.
Everything
Wait,
builds
we
up to a
can't
reset.
count on the movies though. Like
Right.
we
I
have
mean,
to talk to our kids
That's
about
true, too.
building
Thank
wealth.
But that's
Thank
true
you,
too.
thank you,
That's
thank
true
you,
too.
thank
That's
you.
awesome.
And what it looks like. So with that being said, what
Hey,
it
y'all,
looks like
Cujo
because she
watching.
hey, light skin
Oh,
Cujo
yeah, he
over
said
here,
hi,
light
y'all.
skin Cujo.
Cool,
Saying
cool.
sorry he couldn't be here today.
I go ahead.
He said sorry he
that's
couldn't
how
be here to
other-
smell your hair
With
today.
that-
You know what I'm
Other
saying?
Does her hair not smell divine? It always smells
I don't
good.
know.
She's got the best
I
smelling hair.
don't know.
No, she does. She got the best
I don't
smelling hair.
know.
Listen, what's not about to happen?
I
We are not about to smell my hair.
I just know. You hear that shit?
Everybody's
Doesn't
saying
her hair
that.
Anyway,
We're not doing that.
as,
I know.
We're not doing that.
Just said what Cujo said.
with that being said,
Oh, God.
she gets on me about
That boy
streams of
cleared that up
income,
real
and
fast.
whilst we
Yeah.
don't know what we don't know,
Doesn't her
she-
hair smell divine? How do I know?
No,
You know, real fast.
no,
I
we're
don't
not.
know.
We're not. Exactly. Exactly. We're not doing
oh,
that.
y'all got my verdict break.
Your vertebrae.
But Jay, you know, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I
what
never looked at
I
it.
was
I never
saying.
looked at it like that.
Yeah, it's just that's my personal. I've always thought that,
Yeah.
and I'm like I said, it's not a bad thing. When I went to school, you know what I'm saying, I heard about slavery more outside of school. You know, from family members, from people I met. The Black Power movement was real heavy in the late
Right.
mid to late 80s and early 90s. You know, with all the positive black things going on. So we lived through that. So it was a lot of that stuff we actually had access to. But when that went away, people had to dig for it, and people rather look at the easy way than just to dig and see, like, man, because I always say, like, a different world and the Cosby Show.
I love the different
You know,
world.
all that. I'm just saying, though, it was showing you know, the school's population was probably, you know, their attendance and attendees was probably way up in comparison to after that era went away.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it started making it, and I say this in probably one of our early podcasts, the internet started making college not look as
Yeah.
Appealing.
needed, necessary.
Appealing, yeah.
Right.
You see what I mean? It's like, well, I can make a viral video.
But they
You
started
see what I'm
making
saying?
prison look like that's the place to
Everything.
be.
That's we
Shit.
talked about that, you know,
They
and that's
goddamn-
like, and who said it? That was the plan, though. That's what it is. Here, we gonna make prison, y'all. You look,
Like you
you
got
can
cell
dance
phones
around.
and they
Look,
doing it.
look, they in here cooking fish.
Fuck that.
You can do all that,
You
but
can't go
they're-
outside.
Hey, they
Hey,
grilling
you
chicken
can't.
on the steps and shit.
No,
the metal
fuck that. You
steps.
can't go
Hey,
outside.
Frank,
You go outside when you feel like it.
do you feel like they're making jail today look more apt? You know, like not as rough as it really is doing to.
They making it more appealing by certain podcasts glorifying
Glorifying.
that lifestyle that leads you to prison and or conversating with those that have
It's a whole
did that
microphone up there.
experience
Mhm.
and coming,
I don't think he might not want to be.
quote unquote educating you how not to take stuff from your bunk.
What, come over.
Yeah, come on.
All right, look at it. Look
Hey,
at
y'all, this is
God.
my dog Frank.
Yes,
Hey,
what
y'all,
about
this
We in
is
the
my-
house with the funky French fresh crew.
We
Hey.
had camouflage breakdancing outfits.
Right. Shit, remember Charlie and them had the beaded jackets.
The Beat It, come on. You ever had Beat It Jacket, Jay?
How you doing?
Did you have a Beat It or a Thriller? Come on, I know you had one of the days.
I ain't have either one, man. I was in the skateboarding, man.
Me too. I ain't have either one either, bro. For real. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna fall out. Hey, look, if
I don't know why everybody think I'm. Well, yeah, I am. You know, I'm not gonna talk about that.
he
Huh?
don't talk
Are you
about
under
his-
50?
Nah, we all in the same age.
Oh yeah. We got Frank in the house. Our childhood friend.
Hey,
dog-
Oh no,
Frank.
damn
Hey,
me.
Mr.
Our
Big homie.
family,
But you
yo.
know what?
Big homie.
You the
Big
big
homie,
homie?
yeah.
Yeah, that was, hey,
But you know what, Dave? What you was saying?
he was an ass whooping motherfucker.
What you was saying, like
Frank,
the spinal.
Mr. Frank, you be fighting.
Shit,
Sometimes
Frank.
I've been known to throw a fisticuff here and there.
Go ahead, Jim. My fault, Frank.
But you know what you were saying is I can understand. Like I never thought of it like that. But like for myself, and I don't like to interject myself into a lot of these things, but I will this time. There's some people that don't believe me when I say like I never experienced racism coming up. I didn't. I wasn't brought up in a household that fostered that kind of thought. I wasn't raised to think. I love basketball. I'm only 5'8", 5'9" on the Timberland day.
Right.
But I was, you know, I never had a shortcoming of thinking that I can't do this sport because I'm my height. You know what I'm saying? I always had a mindset. Hey, look, I'm 6'7". I'm gonna be the. That's what my dad and my mom. That's what they instilled in me. So racism, right? I wasn't brought up with racism. I never experienced it. Even in my adult life, very minutely, right? I never been called the N-word by a white person. A lot of people won't understand
haven't
it.
either.
I haven't either.
More of our people.
Not outwardly.
And that's why, that was the whole thing. Like a lot of people wonder why I have family everywhere, you know, every literally, because I refer to my brothers as family, whether they accept it or not. I'm not gonna be like you my you my dog, my dad always told me those are the great. Why y'all call each other dog and dirty and you know what I'm saying? So I was just saying that to say that if you instill that, if you socialize your young people into remembering something that was horrific in our past, anything that's a negative connotation, then they start to build that as a part of their character, and it could potentially make them underachieve.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what you were. So I just
yeah,
wanted to
that's
wrap
what I'm
that up
saying.
in a little.
That's all
In a
I'm
bow.
saying.
Good
That's
shit.
all
In a
I'm saying.
bow.
Hey, y'all.
In a little bow.
My guy Frank here.
Hey, Mr. Frank.
Frank is he's a book.
You got the true religion.
He's
You
a
gotta be
book
cool with it.
unwritten right now. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I've been knowing this kid since we was 74. I was born in 71.
I was finna say,
I
I'm
was
doing
born
the
in
math.
74.
I was born in 72. Like, y'all was in
I was
Pampers
born in
together?
71. His aunt and my mother were best friends. We were best. Frank was literally he literally lived at my house. My mother, when I was gone, he had an open door to my house. Real talk. Like he walk in the front door, just say, "Hey, mom." You know what I'm saying? My mother bedroom was upstairs in the back. He can walk in the house and go in the fridge, no lie. He can come in the back door too, front door, whichever one. But that was just our community.
Right.
This guy here did a lot of things. He ended up leaving the city, which was a good thing and a bad thing. It was a gift and a curse.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? A gift and a curse. And from that point, I'm going to let him kind of go into it. Y'all don't understand. This man is very, very interesting. He has a very interesting story. From where he came from to where we are. We were just talking about having straw races after the rain when the curb was flooded. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I'm having you remember spit everything. Pitching pennies.
Know how the water go down the drain.
Oh, okay.
We
ultimately the opposite of this generation. We women raised.
Yes.
We women raised. Our women were older women. These women that get these kids today are younger. Mm-hmm. And when we came up, like he said, we had a community. And my granny stayed on that block in the big house. And everybody in her family was welcome there. And every chance I got to run there because I knew every chance I got to run to the big house, I was going to be in Antonio's presence. I was going to be in Dave's presence. And we was going to mesh. And right now today, every little boy that was there from 74 to 85 from when I was there. And therefore on, we all got a unwritten bond with each other. And a love and a care for each other. There's no malice. In 3 different families and 4 different families and 5 different families, there was no malice. And we grew up and we all went on our separate ways. Like they said, I moved to Springfield, Illinois. And I was lucky because if I'd have stayed in St. Louis, I'd have became what St. Louis make you become. Mm-hmm. Considering who I was as a little boy. But I changed that narrative because I didn't want that narrative to be the story of my life. Because I had a woman that raised me. And another woman that cared about me and raised me. And it allowed me to alter, ultimately, what society really wanted to happen to me was for me to be a demise.
Okay.
Yesterday, we sitting in my own neighborhood, me and my big homie, me and my little homie. The little young cats, they come through.
I saw y'all.
They strapped up. I startled me. It shocked him. I was scared.
Right.
But I understand the world I live in today.
Right.
It ain't my world anymore.
No.
15, 20 years ago, I couldn't have imagined seeing a 14, 15-year-old kid coming through thinking that mentality would he have to have mentally in his heart. So when you get older and you start revisiting things, that's why I came home. This is my 55th birthday.
Happy birthday, double nickels.
Ding,
ding,
We are here. We are still
right.
here.
We wasn't
I'll sing the song later.
Right, come on now.
And if there's anybody in St. Louis, Missouri, that's been anywhere around Warwick Avenue and Kings Highway and Wold Center, when I was around there, they know me. They affected my life, and I definitely affected theirs. I didn't spare anybody. I did not spare anybody.
I done took a lot of ass kicking
Lord Jesus.
But I was misunderstood in my own way. Because like Dave said, we children of slaves. We don't have no identity. No one from over there came over here and tried to help us find no identity. So we still lost. But ultimately, we learned to play the game around here where we at. Mm-hmm. And the wise man learned from his past mistakes and don't return to his old vomit. I read that in a book one day. I don't know what kind of book it was.
The Bible.
But anyway, I read that, and so I learned to grow. Mm-hmm. So what we have to do as we grow, and I'm guilty of this more than anybody, you got to learn to try to help someone else grow. Because most of the time, I'm like, man, they too hot to handle. And I get that. Mm-hmm. I get that. I totally get that. But at the same time, they sell mittens when you want to get the cookies out the oven. So we got to figure out how to put on some mittens.
Yeah. So you got water when you want to pour the fire out. Get the fire out, damn it.
Over my
So
Come on, Frank.
my little homies, I'm glad. I love y'all with all my heart.
Come on, man. Nothing but
His mom, she understood a little angry kid that thought he hated everybody because what was going on with him inside him. So I lashed out.
Go ahead.
And I was winning when I lashed out. There wasn't a loser. But ultimately, I had to go to sleep at night and think about what I did to someone I cared about. And ultimately, I had to see their moms and think about what I did. And ultimately, as I grew, I understood, look, there's a lot of people that care about me. See, when you think you're alone, you turn into a cold savage. And everything around you is edible.
It's deep.
Alcohol, horn, everything is edible. Come on. When you come unsavagery, those type of things is distasteful to you. Because you want something like she said, she finna go to the restaurant.
Yes, we gonna eat delicious.
They finna go eat
We
something
ain't
good and
decided
delicious.
what yet.
And when you start growing and put on your big boy pants, you start realizing, man, these young girls need help. They giving these teenage babies to walk out the hospital with.
When you don't know what you don't know.
It's good then, but that child got to go somewhere with that baby and live with it every day of the week and figure out how to take care of it. Why? How? She ain't got to take care of herself.
Judge.
I got a 14-year-old. I got to strangle to take out the trash. So I know the mentality of a child because I've had the child's mind.
That was our conversation last week.
Man, yep, we all, hey,
Same
it's
one, the
beautiful. Hey.
same conversation.
So life's
Look,
getting
you got
better.
everybody over here choked up a little.
Life's getting a little better for me.
Yeah,
I figured out how to use these hands.
that's right.
In
I
another
use my
way.
father's
Right,
skill
right.
that
Hustle
he had.
different. Hustle different.
Yeah.
That's the whole motto,
different,
baby.
All
baby.
day, every day.
Shit.
Over
Where
my
you are in
fireplace is a
life.
picture
Them hands used to be quick,
of
damn
this
it.
hand reaching down and then another hand grabbing it, and it's called "He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother." And they only made so many of them, but it sits there because that you have to reach down and grab the next person, because again, I was sitting in the hospital. I was in the hospital Wednesday. I'm sitting in the hospital. I'm watching this little girl with this little kid. The kid's probably not 2 years old enough to walk, but not old enough to really say a lot. And she's sitting there on her phone FaceTiming in her bathrobe and her pajamas, but that's a whole nother story, and a bonnet. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother. So she's letting this kid just run amok, and then starts hollering at the kid. Bring your MFing ass over here and I'll F you up. And snatched the kid and threw him in the chair. I mean, the baby is a year. That's what kids do. But then you sitting here on this phone and you're not even.
See, that's what
you're
you
not
should have
even.
went over there and snatched her phone
Jesus.
off.
Look, first of all, I got vertigo, and I would have got my ass whooped that day. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I'm not gonna
pick
lie.
your
I'm
back.
not gonna lie, pick my back.
Your
But I
back.
stared at her really hard, so that she could see. And then she went so far as to say, "I don't care if nobody looking at me." I mean, she went,
Yeah, she let you know.
and I can tell clearly your mother didn't raise you right. So how do you know? Because you don't know what you don't know. How do you know even how to have this little baby? And so the little kid came over, and I'm a kid magnet. I scoop up little kids,
Yeah,
So
yep.
I'm paying the kids some attention, and I'm sitting there and quiet as she. Nope, don't do that. Go ahead, come over here and sit down. And that's all that children want. But if you don't have that in you, and these new mothers, it's just not even in their radar to raise their kids in the way that we've raised our kids, who would never. And she was just
Well, she
cussing
might have
and
been
talking about
emulating
sucking this
what
and doing that while in
Right,
front of the baby.
She's probably emulating what
What
she
she
seen,
know.
what she saw
What she's
as a
seen,
kid.
yes,
No, but see,
the
I went to.
The government add to it.
they do.
They give them the invisible boyfriend.
They do.
And while she's got the invisible boyfriend, Section 8, Link,
Yep.
child care,
Yep.
she's on the phone scrolling for the physical aspect of that. She's getting out, you know what I'm saying? That's where they at.
The shit she was
sit
saying on that FaceTime.
Bump that up.
All the white people was looking at her. We was all.
No, but see, I went to. I got some therapy, personal therapy, and
Whoa. Okay. all right.
Black men always need to do
We're
therapy.
afraid of it.
High five on the therapy,
I'm
sir.
giving
High
it
five on
no
the
time
therapy.
look, I went.
We search for it certain
Yeah,
ways,
yeah,
though.
I
We get
got-
our therapy
High
certain
five
ways.
on the
I
therapy.
went to
Yeah,
a
physical
therapist.
Yeah, I just
Get
messed
your.
up.
I had for my knee. For my knee.
For your knee.
But look, no, but I went to a therapist and
Wait, you went to a therapist for your knee?
Physical
I'm
therapy.
tripping.
He
He
was
tripping.
saying that.
He tripping. Don't listen to him.
Baby, you got to catch it. You got to keep up with it.
I got lost.
Okay,
I got lost.
They be all over the place.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do here. I was having some personal issues, and I said, I can talk to my friends and things like that, but my friends are biased to me.
I advocate for therapy.
You see what I'm saying? My
I'm
friends are
advocate.
biased to me. Even if they really saying, Dave, I'm being non-biased, that's impossible.
No, you're right.
If you call yourself my friend,
You're right.
not a guy I know, if you call yourself my friend, It's no way you can 100% be non-biased in a situation with your friend. You can say it all you want. Girl, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm the one. You knew to call me because I'm the one that's going to give it to you. But that little piece in the back of your mind is
They
like,
say it in
that's
such a way
my
that make it
friend.
kind of okay. That's what it is.
So what happened was, what I'm saying is, he opened up some doors that I never even thought to walk through. It's like he said some very simple things to me that I mean, like that went like where that expression comes from. People like, I mean, like he said like one. Just gonna use this for example. He said he asked me, did I know my father, which I didn't, but I do have a father figure. Big Greg, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Bucket, you know what I'm saying? Bucket. But Greg was always like, I'm not trying to be your dad. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm here for your mother. I'm gonna let your mother handle you, and that's why I always respect him to this day. He never put a hand on me. He never grabbed me up. He never yelled at me. He never raised his voice. He called me to get the ass whooping. That's one thing he did. He would make the call. Hey, Dave. You know, he would.
You finna get fucked up.
Hey, you know, as you walking past, you're like, hey, where's your ass?
I tried, dog. You
Come on in. Hey, what did he say? Come on in here, Bucket. Come on in here, Bucket.
I wrote Raheem's name in crayon on the wall.
And what happened?
His mom whooped his ass for it.
Straight up.
Yeah. But
And
look,
I told him I done it.
Yeah. But see, basically he was saying like a lot of things that men from not even in a single parent. This isn't even about a single parent. Because you can have your mother could have been dating a guy since she was born.
Father.
And you don't know nothing but him.
An absent
So
father.
it's not even about that. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying like, have you ever seen your mother and whoever, hold hands? And I said, no. He said, have you ever seen your mother and so-and-so embrace, kiss or hug? And I said, no.
Therapy's a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, that's what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to life, this life that you're walking into right now because you had no blueprint. There was no blueprint.
Right, man, I
so
never seen that shit either.
You learning
This
from
is
the
therapy.
goal. You're learning from the goal. He's like, so every man move you made.
Example of a healthy
Exactly. So
How do you know how to have a healthy relationship?
So everything
You've
that
never
I'm
seen
doing, I'm thinking it's okay, and I really have nothing to base it on to say that it's not okay.
You out here freestyling.
You
Dave.
see what I'm saying? And dude, that blew me away. Something that simple. Those two questions, those 2-3 little statements he made.
Blew me away.
But that's what therapy is, and
I realized why they get paid to do that.
they do. And husband and I went to therapy, and he'll tell you that same
that was
story
deep.
with that. Because they're not there to tell you what's wrong with you. They're there to ask you questions based
let
upon
you figure out what's wrong with
and
you.
that's
you know what?
exactly what
Because
they
they can't tell you nothing.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody tell you shut the fuck up. What you gonna do?
Shut the fuck
keep
up.
talking.
Nah,
Slap
even
you
if
in
you
the
know
mouth.
you're gonna get your ass whooped.
I'm talking
you know,
shit
you not
and
finna-
we fighting.
Depending on the person you are, you finna take that ass
definitely
whooping.
are
I'm gonna keep talking.
My
I'm gonna
son,
take
dude.
Hey, look, while I'm looking up this big sick 6'8", fuck you, boy. Hey, I know
right,
it's
right.
him. But I told you, I'm gonna slap him first.
My son has seen
Because everybody gonna
me
remember the
kissing
slap.
his
You
mother.
remember the slap. Come on now. You say what?
Yeah.
My son has seen
All
me
of our
kissing
children have
hug
seen
his
us.
mother.
Right. Has he, he seen y'all hug, he seen y'all embrace, he seen y'all enjoy stuff. See, and I'm not saying my mother and my mom boyfriend didn't have a great relationship. It was just on some. I was a kid. We didn't have video games. I was outside, so we're basing this on the moments that I saw. No telling, they probably hugged up and kissed. They probably laid up all in the bed with each other, doing all that fun shit.
Can't
but
wait till
I'm
this little nigga get outside.
And then sometimes me and Cornell had this conversation about
Even if you on punishment, going outside.
Right, we've had conversations about
Going out there
intimacy
for
in
hours.
front of our
Just think about-
children. And sometimes, like our families or black folks, like you shouldn't be doing that in front of them kids because you're teaching them to be sexualized or you're teaching them to do this.
Teaching them
My
love.
husband and I kiss, hug, he say stuff, slap me on the ass, all that kind of stuff, so they can see.
It's
So my
love.
daughters can see how a man is supposed to treat a woman, and so my sons can see that. But back in our days, it was like because I
Taboo.
don't recall
It's kinda
ever
taboo.
seeing
'Cause
my
look,
parents
you
be
walk
that way.
in the house
I don't recall
and
it.
Pops was sitting in the chair with the paper.
Or watching a baseball game
this
or
is
whatever.
not being
Yeah.
on any type
That's
of
Charlie.
chauvinistic.
That's
No, it's
Charlie.
not.
But
That's
Moms was
how-
cooking dinner.
Yeah.
I'm not being chauvinistic.
No, you're right.
But Moms was cooking dinner for the family. It wasn't for just Dad. That would be chauvinistic to say she was cooking dinner just for him, which she was in a sense. But the family was going to eat, and it wasn't like a chauvinistic thing. That was just the way life was. And that's what I saw.
And Leave It to Beaver.
They
I
was
Love
solid.
Lucy. They wasn't
Right.
even in the same bed. Like it was never
Yeah, but then
shown
in the
to us.
same token, I saw my grandmother, who her husband passed away, who wasn't my grandfather, but my grandfather passed too. But I saw my grandmother knock it out by herself and go to work every day since I was a baby. Took me to work with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So I saw both sides of it. Like, damn, I see a woman who rocking out full time, doing it on her own. So I know that is possible. Then I saw the other side of it too. So it was kind of a blessing for me. And with me being the only child, that's why this is my brother. Like, I love these guys to death. These guys know I will take a bullet for them. Jay is in that circle, you know what I mean? And that's not saying on no tough, we just use that as a term.
Yeah, turn.
But these guys know that because they embraced me. They was like, Dave, you ain't got no brothers. You got to fight your own battles. You ain't got nobody to come get it. You see what I mean? So if it's more than one, you got somebody.
That's not another.
Call me,
That's
sir.
not another section in St. Louis called Warwick.
That's one little block.
Right.
One little block, y'all. But y'all understand, we was an army. That's where Ted come from. Teddy. That's where Teddy come from.
Teddy
come from.
Ted.
Yeah, old Ted. That's where
Coach
he come
Gray,
from.
big.
Right. Well, damn me, this is the teacher. Shit.
Hey,
Is he the oldest? Is that
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my hey.
I'm old- I'm
I
a
done
little
took a
older
lot of
Double
ass
nickels.
whoopings,
He a
and I ain't
little
taking none from
I'm a little
nobody
short.
else. Shit.
I'm a little short, little runt.
It's always them.
Hey,
But
but
I'm
here's
gonna
be the
go back.
one. They'll be the ones.
No, get it
I was
right.
stocky.
Get it right. Okay, put
I
that
was
in
stocky.
there.
Hey,
I want to go back to
stocky and
that.
fat.
So you saying how my boys watch me with their mom? They more likely gonna be there. We're gonna need the boys. Gonna need therapy.
Yo, Lord Jesus
at-
Christ.
look at you.
And there's nothing wrong with therapy because, like you said,
nothing at
their
all.
job ain't to tell you what's wrong with you. Their
Hey,
job
Jay,
is
that
to
was
help you
crazy.
see what's
was
wrong
crazy.
with
was
where
crazy.
you see it. Because Cornell tells a story all the time about how I'm talking about my childhood. We're in therapy, and I'm talking about my childhood and coming up, not knowing a biological mother, but then not ever having anything that was mine. I mean, we moved from pillar to post, and it was in trash bags and all that. But I never had anything that was mine. And then being a middle child, and one time, it was my birthday. I was like, I want to get a tattoo for my birthday. I didn't even have tattoos. Oh, yeah, let's go get tattoos. And I'm like, fuck you. It's my birthday. I want to have a tattoo. I blew up, and we had just got married. This was way 20-something years ago. And he just could not understand why we can't go get tattoos for my
Right,
birthday
right.
until we were sitting in therapy that day.
And he got
And
it.
he heard the fact that I've never had anything that was mine. That I've shared my clothes with my sisters. I've shared my shoes. Everything my entire life has been shared. And it was even my birthday, and my birthday ain't nowhere near nobody else's. So it wasn't shared.
But that's-
and that moment changed him in how he treated me and how he handled me. So we really got to give shout out to therapy.
And
for
then
real.
hold on, baby. But once, the crazy part is, once he showed me that, what I was saying about myself,
Now you know how to
you
treat.
understand? It spent my whole life, like my relationship with my wife.
That's what he said he did with me.
Because I was like, okay, but I was still confused because I still didn't know. You see what I'm saying? We've been married 32 years. I just went to probably 3-4 years, maybe 5 years ago. So we was married 20 plus when I went to therapy. So it's like you can't. Cold turkey. Cold turkey don't mean you quit today.
It's a process.
You quit, but you know what I'm saying? It's a process. It's a fight. You know what I'm saying? You fight.
It's
fight,
intentional,
fight,
though, Dave.
Fight,
It's
fight.
intentional.
Exactly. And if you look at the reward, you weigh it out.
Yep.
You say, what's the reward? If I fight this fucking hard, is the reward worth this big ass fight?
Ain't it?
And I said, you know what? It is. And I just the truth of it is that it ain't about relearning a person. It ain't about the quality of person that's out here or nothing like that. It's about saying, looking deep at yourself and saying what you really feel and fuck what
So and so think.
Fuck what all y'all think. I'll lose all y'all tomorrow for this. If you ever feel that way about something, that's it.
That's
If you
forsaking
ever
all.
feel
That's
like- if you
forsaking
feel
all
like
others.
If your mama said, nigga, if you do this, count yourself not my fucking son. And
Forsaking
you still
all
want to
others.
make that move, that's the move you supposed to make.
Yeah.
If you go against your mama,
That's deep.
it's no big. If your grandmama, baby, if you fuck with that girl, hey grandma, I love you, grandma.
It's called forsaking all others.
Hey Jay, you close on grandma.
You still gonna make me a peach cobbler for my birthday though?
Hey, what you grabbing off? Grandma, I love you.
Hey man, so you crying, grandma.
You get to choose the sweaters, Grandma. You get to choose the sweaters, Grandma.
Grandma, I still love you.
Do you understand? You feel that way about something? If you feel like if you willing to go against his everything, not your, not your own
your core
kind,
values.
not your values.
Yeah.
But if it was just something you felt that strongly about, even though everybody shot at you like, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Lean
I
in,
have
baby, because you have a
lived
soft
Yeah,
voice.
she's cool as
cute
fuck.
as you are.
Cool as hell. She
Come
not
on.
getting like, hey, look. She like rubbing her
You got
hands
to
like
talk to the
Birdman. She
people.
doing the Birdman.
That edible kicked in.
I didn't have any edible.
Yeah, so
You didn't have no dessert?
alcohol.
I have not had dessert.
Oh,
I had two.
she had some alcohol.
I had two. That
I
was
feel like I have lived my entire life according to the plans that my family had for me. And like now that I'm older and I've gotten the opportunity to plan my own life, man, I'm like, I'm about to ride this out. I'm about to see.
do this.
Right,
Yeah,
you liking
I'm
it, you loving it.
Yeah.
It's your
Yes,
idea.
It feels good, and it's
Yeah.
easy. And it's easy.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
it's
riding
easy.
off saying, Mama,
And it's
I love you.
You ain't telling Tam all you love.
My mama,
Hey, Jay.
listen, my
Her mama's dope. Her mama's dope. I
My
ain't gonna
mama,
lie.
bless her
I
heart,
got a
like,
question for you when she get through.
My mama has things, like my mama has a certain life she had planned for me. And it didn't work out that way. But my mama is going to ride with me.
She rode. She ride.
You know, like when you talk about like having
mama
to
dope.
forsake your mom.
Oh.
Like my mama, she going to be mad.
Yeah, that's what
But
I don't
eventually
mean.
she going to be
Right.
like, okay, baby, come
Yeah,
on,
you
me
know,
up.
right,
I'm
but
on board.
I'm talking about, but you would go through that initial burn though, because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That
And there-
initial
You know what's
burn.
on the end,
But
though.
there was a time I wouldn't.
Right.
Like
okay.
what my mama want me to
Right.
do,
You
that's
did
what I'm
it.
doing.
Oh,
Like my
wow,
mama's
okay.
plan for me, go to
Didn't
college,
work.
get a good job, work till I die. You know, and I'm like, that is not a solid plan. Like,
But then they get stuck in their ways to where it's an easy way out, but nah, I ain't trying it. I'm gonna keep doing this
Because they want
hard
you to do what they
fucking work.
did. They
You
want
know
you
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
what
Like
they
I got
did.
my sister. I'm like, man, look, we got this. We can do this, work this. Just come off with this. Nah, I'm gonna keep on running and
Well, see,
busting
Benz,
through these walls.
but see, you
Damn,
gotta
you
look
don't
at
have
people
to.
how they get to
You gotta
how
meet
to
them
how they
where
get
at.
to where they are.
Yeah, but it's
They don't want to
true.
change the formula.
You gotta meet them
You
but-
see
where
what I
they
mean?
at.
Sometimes, honestly,
Especially
some
if you
people
have a
might
little
say,
success. Especially if you have a little success.
some people
or whatever
say,
that person considers success.
But I'm saying it's a trampoline right there. You can jump right over them. Don't keep going.
Everybody not
running.
built like
But you know what, though?
Everybody's not built like
You
that.
know what though?
Not
Comfort.
only is everybody not built like that. I'm sorry, brother.
Right, go ahead.
Our race is taught if you jump on that trampoline shit, it might be a pit hole over there.
Right, yeah.
Or the person that told me I was gonna land on some solid
Set
ground.
you up.
and
Probably
push me
hating
out.
on you to
Set
begin
you up.
with.
Right.
It's always something psychologically.
It's
that
cotton on
keep
the other
us
side.
from venturing into the stuff like she talked about earlier, into the investment. We sitting around, all we know about investment is Bernie Madoff. That ain't a very
Bernie
positive
Madoff,
outlook
right.
of it. The white people done got beat by the white people. What
Right.
we want to get in that game for?
But you know what though?
What you got, Jay?
Comfort zones, man, are very stubborn things.
Yeah.
And
It'll kill you.
one of the most difficult things to do, and I've experienced. Like I said, I'm not gonna interject myself, but anything. One of the most difficult things to do is to move a person from a place of comfort into a better place for them, whether they can see it or not, because it's that rough patch of change that they don't want to go through. And then when they get to the other side, though, they appreciate it. But to move them, and that leads to what that coincides with what Tone was just saying, what Dave's been saying, to push them into that uncomfortable zone so they can get to a better place it's
crazy.
ginormously difficult. Think about older people, real quick. Think about older people that were used to landline phones, and they couldn't see any feasible use for a cell phone at all until they got stuck on that side of that road.
And then they realized.
And didn't have anyone else to call, or they had that emergency center.
That's 100.
What I have learned is if you really want something and you refuse to move,
That's right.
God will move everything out of your way. When I tell you God took my job,
I ain't never seen a motherfucker so happy to get laid off. She came over, pull out the liquor, bitch. We ain't got no job.
I was like, because
She
because
did.
I would not have left.
She
I would
did.
not have left. Like, I am a very loyal person. I worked for Boeing for 20 years, and I was like, they're not getting me out of here without a service package. And
She waited.
I waited patiently, and I got the layoff notice, and I was like, bitch.
She showed up at the crib like this. What we eating?
But there were other situations that I was in that I would not have left.
Yeah.
And God was like, no, like, it's time for you to leave. Like, he made me
Made
so
you
uncomfortable. He
uncomfortable.
made it so that I had to leave because it was time for me to focus on me. It was time for me to focus on trading and real estate. It was time for me to focus on building my generational wealth and my legacy. And I would not have done that by myself. Because, like, working for Boeing, like, that's been my security blanket for 20
I mentioned she made a whole shit ton of money.
You skating on them. You skating on them.
Is that a police chase outside?
Police chase. We getting it live, y'all. We getting it live. We getting it live.
I can't be
Shorty
spinning my
said,
head.
"No, I ain't pulling over that."
Right. Hey,
That's obstruction
That's
of
how
justice.
we do it. The
I
Hustle
hope
Different
you know.
podcast.
Organic.
Live breaking news.
Day trading and police chases all in the same.
Right. That's what we do. We are a variety show. We are a variety show.
Word.
But these are the conversations we like to have. Our show, we don't interview people.
I told her that she was stressing about the shit.
We sit up and
I
we
said,
just have
This is
conversations.
a lot of people in here.
This is
Yeah, but I'm
She
saying you
like
get to sit back. You get to sit back and
Probably to the end of the week.
The word I would choose.
what?
by the end of the week, she'll be all right.
What happened?
This all she got for the week.
Shit.
No, she just not a people person. And
Not
it's
a
so
people person.
funny. I mean, like,
She's not Mikey. She's
I used to think the
Michelle.
motherfucker didn't like me. So, like, our kids played football together.
Thought she
You know, and like as I said last week, me and men, I have a better relationship with men, and so because I can't be trying to figure out how women do shit, and so like our kids, her son is 1 year younger than the boys, but our kids grew up together. She's from Chicago, and she moved here, and she didn't really have nobody.
Look at that
And
yeah.
yeah, and so our kids, husband coached all our kids all the way up their entire lives, and I'm like, she funny acting, like, and we went to the same church. I mean, like, I've seen her, but we didn't really have any level of relationship because I don't really fuck with women, so I'm going on about my business, not recognizing I had never met an introvert before. Like, I don't know what that is. I'm me all the time.
You all the time, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know what that was.
Don't we know it?
And you know what?
Yeah.
We gonna fight after this,
Don't
just so
we
you.
know it?
And then as soon as you hit me and my vertebrae kick in, it's a wrap. But no, she's just somebody who come out and it's good, and then ain't gotta talk to you for like 3 months or 3 days or 3 weeks. And,
Oh yeah. Is
and
that what an introvert is?
I mean, sincerely, I've never
I guess I'm
seen
part-time
anything like
introvert
it.
then.
No, there are
we all got-
extroverted
I guess you
introverts and introverted
introverted.
extroverts, but there are
been
true
inverted.
introverts. Like,
No, but I'm a part-time
this is
introvert.
it. You're an introverted extrovert. You're an extroverted introvert. That's what
So
you
what
are.
am I?
Because you're mostly, like me.
Right, but
Like,
I really don't like it.
There are very few introverts that would start a podcast.
no, not one
You're-
introvert
you're
in the
not
whole world.
introvert.
Not one.
Yeah.
You're not an introvert.
Oh, you like to talk all the time, dude.
Yeah, you're an extroverted introvert. Like when you want your space, you got it. You want to take it.
See, my
I'm a
thing is, I love
introvert.
company.
Textbook.
Introvert,
No.
I
outrovert.
love company.
She don't like shit.
No.
No.
Hey,
You
No.
don't
hey,
like
y'all,
company.
real quick.
Nope.
Hey, Frank just had a good memory. Me and this dude was at my mom's crib, the big wood table in the living room.
Oh, she showed it to me
I had
today.
Got the leaf on it?
She still got the
Yeah.
table. Look, the big wood table. I just got a cassette Not a double cassette, just a
single
regular.
one.
They had just came out. Remember, the schools only had
The one cassette where you
so
the
yeah.
square, the
Schools only had
the
this.
rectangle.
Yeah, orange button. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yep.
Schools on- So I just got one of them, and we was listening to Nucleus. Jam on it. It was on the tape, and we was playing around, and I was laying back on that table, and I flipped off the table, but we was recording it. I had the song playing. It was all recorded, and we laughed at that for years. That just, I'm sorry, that was
That's
just a
all
moment.
good,
I haven't
brother.
seen Frank in a
Man.
very long time in person. Good dog.
You still
know what
live
I'm
in
saying?
Illinois?
Good.
No, I live in I live in Illinois, Springfield. No.
Okay,
Illinois.
cool.
I'm born and raised in
Welcome,
St. Louis. I'm a
welcome
homo G
home.
Philip,
Welcome
baby.
home.
Yes,
Me
sir.
too.
Me
Yes,
too.
sir. Yeah.
My daddy
And
said
we-
that's why they shut it down because I was born.
You was born. I believe that.
What is
Nah,
Springfield
baby,
like?
because I was after you.
How was you?
It's different.
You younger than me?
It's different than what I grew up. I mean, it's getting a little rough now, but it I was grateful when we moved there because I had grew up in an environment where it was all black. When I walked up to school there,
Springfield ain't
white
black.
people went to school. She's like, "Oh, you can get used to this." But then as I got integrated, I was just wild. I was the little light-skinned red nigga from St. Louis that's wild.
Who keep telling you motherfuckers y'all light skin? Listen, wait,
Am I light
Alicia.
skinned?
This motherfucker. No, he said everybody. When I first got here, he talking about everybody. He
Am I
said
light
everybody's
skinned?
favorite light skinned person. I'm
Look
like,
at this.
Look at this. Look at
who the
this.
fuck labeled you Negroes light skinned? No, stop.
He said, I'm like,
Hey,
Come with me.
I'm
Come.
like to know y'all.
Get your leg down, sir.
He keeps saying.
We don't want to see that.
That's when he was everybody's favorite. Now he everybody's favorite caramel person. He kept saying everybody's favorite light skin. I'm like, who the fuck labeled you light skin?
Let's just level set.
Thank you.
You are not light skinned.
Thank you.
You definitely
Thank
not
you,
light
Jesus.
skinned.
Hey, well,
Thank
damn
you.
it, what
I'm not
about-
high yellow. I'm light skinned.
No, you
Hey,
not.
what
Y'all
about?
caramel. Y'all
Like,
caramel.
That's
Yeah.
light skinned. We're in the light skinned group.
No, you're not light
Shante,
skinned.
what is
I
this?
told you that from jump.
What is this?
I have
Time
told
out.
you that since I
Time
came
out.
What
here.
is this?
I'm like, who the fuck is light skinned?
Look,
Let them make
Jay is the middleman.
Lord Jesus.
He's between light skin
No.
and dark skin.
I'm just
No, you
No,
a
he's
light.
the middleman. I'm talking
I
about
know
his
him.
complexion is
You
what
a light.
cuts off.
No, he's a light coffee. He's a very light coffee color.
What color
Very
is this?
light coffee. He's
said
the
light
same.
coffee.
He's the same.
Hold
Like
on, hold on.
coffee with
I'm
some
done.
cream in it.
Look at his legs.
Put your leg down. Nobody wants to see that. We don't want that on the video.
Coffee with some cream in it. You Negroes right
Shante,
here. At best, you're caramel.
Okay,
At
so
best.
they called me
Caramel.
light skinned up there because
Dude,
they
what
was
is
they
You
they
wanna
just
be
saw
light
white
skinned?
people in
What is
me.
this?
So listen.
Am I not- hey, is this one of my skin
You always been light skinned by our
Hey,
state.
hold it up to
No.
your face.
Do I gotta
Big
be?
test.
Do I gotta be? Look, do I gotta be?
Oh, they got a light skin
Put it
test?
She said,
There's
put
a
it
light skin test.
Shante,
If
keep it
nobody
a
has
buck.
asked
Keep it a
you
buck.
what your ethnicity is, you are not light
You are.
skinned.
Oh.
agree with that.
If nobody has said,
Slide your
what are
ass back
you?
over there, Dave.
You are
Slide your
not
No,
light
You
no,
said ain't nobody
no
said
one
what?
has questioned
If
my.
nobody has said, what are you? You are not light
I
skinned.
was
Nobody
just-
has asked you.
I was just
Is
in
your
the Mexican
mama
store.
And your daddy black. You
Nobody.
are not light skinned.
I was just in the Mexican store and the motherfucker was speaking Spanish to me. I got 137
And
days of
nobody
Duolingo.
has
Can't
spoke
speak
to
no
you in a
goddamn
different
Spanish.
language.
I
It
get
happens
that
to
at
me
the
all
Arab
the
store.
time.
At the Arab store.
No.
You know what?
Hey,
They
Alicia-
darker than
hey,
you.
Alicia-
Them darker. Them
Hey, Alicia
motherfuckers
be
darker
safe
than
in
you.
the Latin King. That
I like her
Listen.
explanation.
And
But I
that's
still claiming
thank
light
you.
skin.
No,
I am racially
stop.
ambiguous. I have been
Spanish.
Y'all just
in
white.
Egypt,
You know
Italy,
what?
How yellow?
everywhere.
Y'all
High
gonna
yellow.
make
Ain't
that
no
Spanish
wrong with
hard.
high yellow. I'm not even Spanish.
Spanish
People,
hard.
people
Your
just speak Spanish to
Never
me.
have they questioned my
Let me see.
ethnicity.
Now,
you are light
y'all
skinned.
is
I can go with that.
Never.
That is the test.
Y'all alabaster.
But what if someone
know what?
called
Fuck
me a
you,
light
guys.
skinned
You
Y'all
absolutely
alabaster.
will not call me
Y'all alabaster in this bitch. You alabaster.
No, you can say that. I was like, fuck you,
Don't be
James.
mad because you just found out you
Hold
ain't
on,
light
hold on,
skinned.
hold on.
He just found out. I told him he ain't light skinned since the day we had
Is
this
your mom and
conversation.
dad both black?
No, they are
Oh,
not.
God damn it, that's cheap.
Mine
You are
neither.
not.
Mine
But
neither.
you're not
Mine
going to call me
neither.
alabaster because you just found out you ain't light skinned.
No, he didn't just find the shit I've been telling him
I
from
call you
jump.
Alabama.
I've been telling him. I'm like, who light skinned? skinned. I'm
you
looking
agree to me
around.
that half black kids can't be considered light skinned?
No, because they got their own color.
So y'all done.
I'm not half white.
Y'all got y'all
I'm
own
white.
color.
Well, I might be half white. I
Latino.
might be half white.
I'm not half white.
She ain't half
Puerto
white.
We did. Okay,
That's
look.
awesome.
Y'all alabaster.
You
We
say
gonna
half
leave it
black.
at
No, we definitely not leaving it.
I'm all black.
We know
I know.
alabaster.
I
Alabaster is the color of your
Alabaster.
fucking shirt. That's
No,
alabaster. No, it is. No, it is. You ain't light skinned.
Y'all
I've been telling
alabaster.
you from jump. You
Y'all
ain't light skinned.
alabaster.
Thank you for
I agree, I'm
co-signing
not
that, my
light-skinned.
friend.
I like her,
You
I
are
like
not
her
light skinned.
definition.
What
No
was
one
the
has ever
definition of
questioned my
light-skinned?
ethnicity.
Has
No
anybody
one
ever
has
questioned
ever
your
questioned
ethnicity?
Question that you're
What
black.
you mix with?
You're not light skinned.
What you mix with?
What
Ain't
up,
nobody
look
ever
at
said
that. Look
that.
at Courtney.
What's up, dude?
He from the block. That's their reunion. They ain't seen each other. You know Courtney too? From the pies.
Y'all
seen
killing
them
it.
all.
You not light skinned.
Y'all alabaster.
Ain't nothing you can ever
I'm
tell me.
light-skinned. Y'all
No, you ain't been light skinned.
Light skinned, sir.
No, sir. Your hair light skinned. Parts of your beard is light
See, y'all looking
skinned.
at
Your
what's
shirt,
in the-
your shirt
Well,
light
y'all basing
skinned.
on what's been exposed to the sun.
What? First of all, you looking at look at my shoulder.
What color
I
is
ain't
this?
light. I'm light
What color is
skinned.
this?
So you shoulder light skinned.
This.
You shoulder light
I got my
skinned.
farmer
Wait,
tan.
when you have to expose the light skin, you're not light skinned.
No,
Because
work here.
everybody.
No, just
If she
because-
exposed her light skin, she white.
No.
Hey, Davey, that's
that
severe.
means y'all more
Hey,
white
Davey.
because
Quit
it take
it.
y'all skin longer to
Quit
take.
it.
Davey is the Sicilian Italian uncle.
Quit it.
I will bet money I don't have that I tan faster and better than you.
And better, way better. We
Alabaster, I'm saying
rotisserie
like
like a motherfucker. No, we some rotisserie people. We
Y'all
rotisserie.
alabaster.
We rotate. We be the color of that brown
y'all
right there,
ain't-
like
y'all
that,
ain't-
like your little
If
gal.
you got part of your Van Peebles
Y'all-
in the
y'all
house,
like egg
All right,
shell.
all right.
Gonna do
Y'all
it.
eggshell.
I've told him he wasn't
Well, we
light
now
skinned.
down in
You're
the
not
house.
gonna call me
Lacey,
alabaster.
you
You're not gonna
eggshell.
call me
Lacey,
eggshell.
You done heard him say I'm everybody's favorite corn
what am I,
color
brown
person. Because I
swagger?
told this motherfucker he wasn't light
What's
skinned.
up? Hey, come here.
You
ain't even brown
You
swagger.
wanna be brown swagger.
You ain't
That's
brown
why you
swagger.
said
Come on.
See,
Brown
y'all, my
swagger.
little niece in the building. This how we do it live on the show.
You a hot
I
link.
love
You
her
a hot
so
link.
much.
You a hot
She
link.
don't, I don't see her that often. But she know
alright.
I'm
hey, you see that shirt?
That
Lord.
shirt is
Look at
dope.
her. Laying
Okay.
down, soccer shoes on because she get it like
All
that.
right,
And I have her kick one of y'all. Y'all trip, keep on tripping.
Oh, hey,
Eggshell.
baby girl. Is
She
he
light
light skinned?
skinned.
Is he light skinned?
Don't listen
Is
to
he
her.
light
Ain't no
skinned?
light
Yes.
Look,
Tell the
look
truth,
at
shame the devil. Tell the truth.
Is light skin.
See, bam!
Hey,
That wasn't the
ain't that light
question.
skin?
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
Point out
Ain't that
specific
light
parts of
skin?
your body.
Is he light skinned
Hey, niece.
overall?
But this been affected by the sun.
I-
It's not fair.
Whatever he offer
Hey,
you, I
niece,
double.
niece,
What? Tell the
am I
truth.
light skinned?
It's not
It's
fair.
April.
No.
You ain't had no tan.
I have
You know what?
You see that?
He said if somebody gotta say a little, that means no.
I'm
Look.
light
That means
skinned.
no.
So what color is
Shante.
that?
His shoulder light
color
skin.
Listen. First of all,
Because I'm not even gonna ask you
hold
if I'm
on.
light
No,
skinned.
time out.
Hospitality. This is. I had this at my house.
Who the light?
First of all,
I
you can have all of this
don't
and no.
Thank you.
Ain't no light.
Thank you, Shante.
She said, refresh.
Come on, Duke. We gotta take pictures.
Look. I'm still lighter, ain't it? Still lighter.
First of all, ain't no light skinned person. Ain't no light skinned person gonna fight to be light skinned.
What you mean?
Light skinned people don't fight to be
Yes, we
light
do.
skinned. Just like introverts don't fight to be
See,
introverts.
look, see, she light skin right there.
That's like weed smokers don't smoke crack. and get high.
Darker skin. This is lighter.
See?
I went to
No,
a
she
baseball
said
game.
lighter.
Oh, see, you
Lighter is
You
not the
trying to
same as
make
light
it? You
skin.
trying to make it like
No.
different?
Light skinned people don't fight to be called light skinned. Introverts don't fight to be called introverts.
While I was watching the baseball game.
Ain't she like more of an alabaster?
Stand
Ain't she like more? Ain't she more like an alabaster and an eggshell?
In your face.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my new friend.
light
What's your name?
No.
light
Thank you,
skinned.
Shante.
That's my
Thank you very
cousin.
much.
No,
Hey,
he ain't.
Shante, you had some ice.
He lighter than I
I
am.
do. You know I'm a hostess with the mostest.
No,
Sir, what's his name again?
y'all being racist.
Shante.
What's your name?
Hey,
Courtney.
don't
Oh,
answer
my daughter's
her.
name Courtney.
Don't
Courtney,
answer her.
are you light
Don't
skinned?
talk to
Would
me.
you consider yourself light skinned? Thank you, sir. Would you consider him light skinned?
Smoking color complexion.
You know what I'm. Thank you, sir. Would you consider him light skinned?
And I told him.
Light skin when we were kids.
See?
When I got.
I told
We was
him.
6, Dave.
Shante.
So when you lose your light skin color,
Don't fight to be called introvert.
No.
Light skin.
Do not fight to be light.
Light skin.
Exactly. If you got to tell people you light skinned, you ain't.
stop it.
Just like people. If I gotta tell a motherfucker I'm important, then I ain't important.
I didn't give myself that name.
Who did?
My partner Terrell. Big up Terrell,
Terrell
my
who?
guy.
And who
Terrell
else?
Bees.
And who
Take
else?
their whole family. It's a whole bunch of dark skin. Yeah. I'm their light skinned brother.
That's because they all black to the motherfucker though. I mean, not they. Yeah, excuse me, Beasley. Y'all ain't black. Y'all darker skin. Y'all darker skin than him.
They be out of control. It's like
You not even alabaster.
And got you more
You like
Light skin.
This is alabaster.
I told his shirt is alabaster. You know what? Bye, boy. Bye. Courtney, stay with us. Stay with us. We here.
She is nowhere close
Come
to
on,
alabaster.
sir. Come on, sir.
Alabaster,
Okay, how about eggshell?
alabaster is like a nice, chalky,
You know what?
talcum color.
We gonna end this. Hey, y'all, real quick. I gotta run through my sponsors real quick. We got a sponsor. We only got 1 minute. Jimmy. Papa Bubble, my dog. Hey, y'all. I didn't even tell y'all. The video of him falling out the chair got over 10,000 views
so funny.
since last week.
my
No
God.
lie. 10,000 views. He
It was
texted me.
hilarious.
Hey, he got it's averaging 2,000 views.
I'm
a
sorry,
day.
G.
It's on the way to go to 20,000 views. Hey, y'all.
I
Straight
went
up, no lie.
I went
Yeah,
drop
he is
$22 on
Instagram.
Big Bowls over there.
Straight up. So, hey, that's a beautiful thing for Hustle Different. Hey, we love it. He fell.
I'll show it to you.
Send you the link.
It was my chair too. It was bad.
Give it up to David L. Moore.
All right,
where
Dave.
like-mindedness is a superpower.
Yes.
And also, of course, lovely.
Hey,
So what?
Okay, so
In the
what?
building.
www.catchwhat.com.
Next week, Thursday Conversations with Jay
Jay
Ali,
Ali.
y'all.
Woo.
And then we
Alright,
got
talk with me, maybe. Talk with
CCV
me.
in the building. My cousin Courtney Cross,
Hey,
videographer in the
Courtney.
building, y'all. If y'all need anything, there you go. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. We are out of here.
that?
Hey, we
Yes, sir.
appreciate